Okay, you guys thought that for Tom modified orange. I get that. I got it. I understand where you're coming from, right? Because when we start to read into the words of the English language and what's being said here, we can think to ourselves, okay, well, you know, I mean, the orange is bought for Tom, and so it's going to be Tom's orange. It's going to belong to Tom, right? So if it's Tom's orange, why would, I mean, you know, for Tom, it probably modifies orange, right? I get that. I do. I'm super, super glad that you guys are right there in that space. Because while that is grammatically wrong, it is the exact right form of critical thinking that you want to be having right now. Okay? So, super cool. We just need to tweak it a bit so that you get right on track grammatically. You can get it right grammatically in order to tackle sentences way more complex than an orange being purchased, right? Okay. So, in this case, for Tom, what does that tell us? It tells us why the orange was bought. It tells us why. And that's important. Whenever you see any information giving you something to do with when, where, why, or how, I want you to think adverb first, right? Most of the time it's going to be an adverb. Sometimes it won't be, though, so you got to stay on your toes. You got to look at the surrounding context and think about things, okay? Because sometimes you're going to get something like this. Now, I know this one's really colorful, but the orange for Tom fell on the floor. In this case, for Tom, it's the exact same, okay? It's the exact same prepositional phrase, but this time it's an adjective clause. Sorry, adjective prepositional phrase. Right? This time it's an adjective prepositional phrase, and it's modifying orange. So, exactly the same prepositional phrase. It can do different things in different contexts. That means you're going to have to stay on your toes. You're going to have to be really critical. All these critical thoughts that you're having about the orange and all that stuff, you're going to have to use all those skills. It's going to be intense. When these sentences get more complex, when you have an entire paragraph or an entire passage, you can use all of the context to start to figure out if something like for Tom is modifying fell or if it's modifying orange. In this case, you can think to yourself, well, did it fall for Tom? No, that doesn't make any sense, right? Oranges don't just voluntarily be like, oh my gosh, for Tom, I'm going to throw myself on the floor. And then they do that. Because that's irrational, right? So that's not what happened. And as you can think to yourself, okay, what makes sense here? Part of it is going to be logic. Part of it is going to be grammar. And we got to bring all those skills together. So, let's tackle the next couple questions, guys.